Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode on 5 Facts for You. In today's episode, we'll be looking at the top 5 facts related to the smallest nation in the world. About 7 miles off the east coast of England, there is a micronation called Sealand. It consists of an offshore platform that spans 120 feet by 50 feet with two large hollow concrete legs. As a micronation, Sealand claims to be independent, but it is not recognized by other countries or international organizations. A man named Paddy Roy Bates took over the platform in 1967. The Bates family and associates have occupied it ever since. The story behind the micronation is almost beyond belief. It involves pirate radio, armed conflicts, and mercenaries on jet skis. So without further delay, let's look out for the number 5 fact related to this nation. Number 5. In 1968, Bates had to appear in court on firearm charges after his 15-year-old son fired warning shots at a government ship. The ship belonged to Trinity House. The ship had been working on a buoy near Fort Ruggs. According to Sealand, the ship came within 50 feet of Fort Ruggs and the crew shouted obscenities at Michael and his sister. Michael used a .22 pistol to fire warning shots across the bow of the ship and it left the area. Because Roy Bates was a British citizen, he had to appear in court on firearm charges. He argued that the incident happened outside the jurisdiction of English court. The judge agreed and the charges were dropped. Number 4. In 1967, Radio Caroline sent a boat with 7 people to try to retake Fort Ruggs. Bates used Molotov cocktails to defend the fort. Apparently, Radio Caroline didn't want to abandon the fort without a fight. Bates and his crew defended it using Molotov cocktails and warning shots. The boat retreated, leaving one man dangling from a ladder on Fort Ruggs. After negotiation, a lifeboat was allowed to rescue him 2 hours later. Talk about gaining some self-respect by the pirates Radio Caroline, but however it later failed. Number 3. In 1975, Bates tried to establish Sealand as a country. He declared himself Prince Roy and oversaw the creation of a constitution, a flag, currency, a national anthem and passports. Bates had originally planned to set up his own pirate radio station on the platform, but in August of 1967, new laws in the UK made it unprofitable. Later, Bates decided to make Fort Ruggs its own country. The British authorities denounced Bates' declaration. The Ministry of Defence stated, "This is ludicrous. Mr. Bates is trespassing and it now looks as if he is being very foolish." At this point, the government used explosives to destroy all of its other abandoned forts in international waters. According to Sealand website, a tugboat carrying a demolition crew passed near Fort Ruggs and threatened them by yelling, "You are next." Number 2. In 1965, Ruggs Tower, as it was then called, was occupied by a pirate radio station called Radio Caroline, on which the movie Pirate Radio is loosely based. They planned to use it as a base to resupply its ships. Well, pirate radio stations were very popular in the early 1960s because the rules of radio broadcasting were very strict. Bates had previously operated a pirate radio station at an identical offshore platform called Knock John, but he had been drawn into a legal battle with the UK government. They argued he had no right to occupy that fort since it was located less than 3 miles offshore, which meant it was within UK jurisdiction. So in 1967, Bates took over Fort Ruggs and evicted Radio Caroline personnel. Number 1. It was originally an anti-aircraft gun platform built in World War II. Officially known as Fort Ruggs, the platform was one of several offshore forts built by the British government to defend against a German invasion. The government abandoned these forts in the 1950s. Throughout the war, between 150 and 300 Royal Navy personnel occupied Fort Ruggs. The Navy continued to keep full-time personnel there until 1956. According to one man who was stationed at the platform, the Navy assigned personnel there as a form of punishment as the conditions were unpleasant and crowded. Probably the history of the Fort Ruggs was not so good. So guys, these were few of the top 5 facts of the smallest nation in the world. Hope you all have enjoyed this video. Please do comment down in the section below and also give a big thumbs up if you have liked this video. Please do subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification for more future upcoming contents as we post a video each single day. That's it for today folks. Thanking you. Goodbye.